Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am PANCZASU and I am also a massive warmonger as I am leading my Roving Clans in my playthrough / tutorial towards death and destruction and all the good things that we all love, or at the very least I do. So this is my wild army party. Wild army party, that sounds strange, but also kind of magnificent, so we'll go with that. My wild army party, it's heading west in order to exterminate the Erekis once and for all, which is one of our quests, if you remember, a fairly important one, but also a fairly difficult one, which is why I'm bringing so many units in. Now, that's that. However, that's not entirely the only reason why I call myself the Warmonger. I call myself Warmonger because, in all honesty, I think it's about time we actually go ahead and kill some people and conquer them up and win the game. As I zoom out, you can see that I am about to prove that the world is round. As you can see, I have one scout over there next to Maribond, or whatever this is supposed to be called, which is just about to prove that we can indeed sail from one end of the world and then end up at the other. So there is that. But that is not good enough for me. I also want to be the only species left on this world. Although I guess Roving Clans aren't exactly species, they are more like, well, clans, but you know the drill. I want to kill people, and in order to do this, I will need lots and lots of mercenaries, since I cannot count on the enemy declaring war on me. I do not see necrophages left anywhere on the map. They are still alive, otherwise I would get some kind of notifications about them being dead. But since I do not see any any necrophages, well, I cannot do anything with them. They are the most likely people to declare war on me, because they are warmongers. As for other factions, they are way less likely. Even if I do settle on Lertan, which would definitely annoy the Wild Walkers a lot, that would probably still not be quite enough to actually make them declare war on me. So I need lots of mercenaries, and I do mean lots. Now, that's not the only problem. The other problem is the logistical problem. Now, I know what you're saying. I am Roving Clans, I am very fast, speed A will not. I can also assimilate the Erekis if I need to and then be even faster. Sure, that is a possibility. However, I have a different idea in mind. As I said before, I am planning to settle a city over here where the enemy is constantly trying to resettle with their own settlers. Now, I'm okay with that because I'm going to kill them. However, the reason why I want the city is not only because of gold. That is one of the more important reasons, yes, but that is certainly not the only reason. The other reason I have is fairly simple and important. If I create a city over here and add in a harbor, like let's say on this tower or somewhere around this area, then what I can do is just go ahead and spawn my privateers in this city right here and make them attack the enemy really quickly, because if your city has a harbor inside of it, then entering Water Town does not cost your entire movement. It is free, it is considered a free action, so you can just go ahead, be in a city, and suddenly be in a water. I'm about to sneeze, hold on. No. What is up with me and sneezing? It seems like every time I'm about to record, I feel like sneezing. Either way, those are my plans. Create a city over here and make it a spawn point for my mercenaries to attack and kill the enemy right over there. As I'm doing this, I'm also going to, right before conquering the enemy cities, I'm going to stand up all my cities and activate as many boosters as possible. Because after I start capturing cities, they will not be fully under my control, and as such I will not be able to activate any boosters. I mean, I will be if I have enough of them, but it is likely not going to be the case. So what is important is that I simply... What did I want to say? What is important is that I activate as many boosters as I can, as early as I can, when their price is low, because as you know, I'm going to use this trick with standing my cities up when I want to use my boosters. After that trick is done, once that will be good enough, because later on I will have more cities that I will not be able to stand because they will not be fully under my control. I hope you understand me. Anyway, somebody's trying to visit my city for whatever reason. That's fine, I'm just going to kill those people. I can just do this in auto battle, in honesty. Or in spectator battle, why not? Let's say ready to fight and let's see how the AI jigs it out. So the AI is going to just have a battle right there. We don't need to look at it. I mean, as you're about to see, yeah, the battle is already commencing and the AI is magnificently suicidal here. It's actually interesting to see an auto battle played in real time, but why did you have to walk so close to the enemy? I have no clue. Are you actually just going to charge at this guy? Yes, you are. Okay, so things are not going horribly wrong, but they are certainly not too good. I mean, this Rambler just has to walk into this tower and kill all my units with a single sweep. That's all he has to do. Well, now he cannot do that, so that's good, I guess, but still, It's gonna hurt a lot. Ouch. Alright, let's not focus on that. We have more important things to do right now. So first things first, we grew some population in this city that is currently besieged. That's nice. What else I want to do in the city is just go ahead and create a cellar. Reason for that is actually very simple. It's because I want to resettle on this location where I just stood up a city. As you can see, I have passed through played through a single 10 off camera because there was just moving units around in this 10, so there was nothing to do. And now I have a city that is already on its legs, and it already has quite a few of defenders and or protectors. So what I want to do is just move in as quickly as possible onto this island right over there in Leertan. Now the quickest way would be through this battlefield, but since there is a battle going on right now, I have other things that I can do. So I'll do other things and then I'll focus on moving my guys around there. Alright, so first things first, I'm certainly going to attack and kill the Erekis. So, yes, I know I won. Thank you. That was to be expected. So let's go ahead and make sure that all my units, all my reinforcing armies are within range of my attack force, and then I'll just go ahead and attack. Looks like Brokelos are having some problems of their own. They are also under siege. Poor guys. Alright, if I attack like this, I should gain the support of my other army, so let's go ahead and do this. The enemy only has 2 vines next to. Wow! I'm just gonna auto this battle then, because yes, I was planning to fight it in manual, because I thought, oh yeah, it's going to be 6 vines next and whatnot. No, just 2. Rather surprising. Alright. Now, thing is, you can also select which reinforcements go into the battle first, and I certainly do want the bigger reinforcements to be in the battle first. Now, in this battle, it doesn't matter. I would win anyway, without any reinforcements, in fact. But, you know, if this was a bigger battle, I would want those guys to enter first, and then the last guy to join the battle as well. So, yeah, that is a trick that you can do, in fact. I never talked about this, but yes, you can do it. So there is that. Alright, let's go ahead and stay ready to fight, and I lost nothing, but all my units are basically dead. That's alright. Now I need to return to somebody's tribe. Whose exactly? I don't remember. Oh, the hounds. Alright, so those who pacify the hounds give me a bunch of dust. That's good. Dust is nice. It's only 100 and something, but it's still relatively nice. And the hounds will no longer spawn and be mighty annoying to me, so that's good. Wait, what? Hold on a second. He was in a... What? He was inside a city. How could he possibly have died? Oh well, I guess I'll just have to heal him, but it's still rather annoying. I mean, how could he possibly die? I don't know, I don't get it. Alright, which one was it? It's this one with no assignment. Also, why do you, dear Virga somebody, have no assignment either? Oh, because I just stood up the city that this hero used to be in. There used to be a hero in this city, now there is not because I stood the city up. Alright, that's understandable. Alright, let's tell those units, those guys to actually go ahead and start moving along this line. And it will take them only, how many turns? 9 plus. Alright, that's good to know. 9 plus is a not really satisfactory amount, but I'll try to make my way over there as quickly as possible. Can I assimilate Erekis right now? Because that would actually be useful. No, I cannot. I can assimilate barely anyone right now, which is a bit of a problem, but it is okay. Now, I am going to resettle my city over there, because again, this location is perfect for growing new cities fast, but I am kind of tempted to go ahead and assimilate the Erekis as well, just to resettle a new city on this island a bit faster. However, it seems like a very big task that I would, you know, participate in just to have this thing happen a little bit faster, so not exactly something I'm too keen on doing. Alright, let's make sure that this bar suit is going to be made relatively quickly, by which I mean in the next 10, because I forgot to buy it out again. And dismiss all the notifications, that's nice. This guy, I want to continue scouting the coastline with him, because I want to know exactly where my enemies are. And I'm mostly thinking about necrophages right now, because I don't know where they are, and I want to know. And also I have discovered yet another location of a Wild Walker's city, which is important because I'll need this intel when I actually go ahead and attack them and kill them. Now as for the scout, I don't think I'm going to explore, find anything else that is remotely useful, but yeah. As you can see, this is actually... Oh no, never mind. I was about to say something stupid, but then I stopped myself. Alright. Let's tell this guy he's no longer useful to me. He scouted as much as he could. I could have tried to scout some more of Brokelord's territory, but what's the point, really? I know what cities they have, and I doubt they have any more because they are doing really poorly right now. So I don't need to concern myself with them too much. That said, I still want to kill their cities, so let's just go ahead and start working on this. I will need some mercenaries, and I will need some good mercenaries. What mercenaries would I consider good? Can you actually buy several mercenaries at once? I never tried it. No, you cannot. That's fairly annoying, but whatever, that's okay. So what mercenaries would I consider good? I guess Brokerlords. Right now it doesn't matter. I'm fairly certain no matter who I buy out, I'm going to be able to crush the broken lords because they probably have a very, very poor army that basically has nothing inside of it because they are doing so horribly right now. However, if there were a better broken lords, then what would I take with me? Well, Tataks are the only ranged units that I can currently take, and I do want them to be in my army, because they are ranged, they are not the best, I mean the orcs are way, way better, unfortunately. However, they are still ranged, and I will make good use of them. So let's buy them out, and make them pop out in Sombrio, because that's the closest to the Broken Lord city, so there's that. Now, has the price increased or decreased? I actually don't know. It, I guess, should have increased, but at the same time, I bought some, whatever, we'll see in a second. What else do I want? Rumblers are really good cost for value. I mean, they cost as much as other expensive mercenaries, but less than demons, and they are really, really quite good. Especially against Brocolos, who tend to have a lot of infantry units. Those guys are cool, really good at killing infantry because of their sweep ability, which allows them to attack several units at once, which is very nice and useful, and I'll do just that. So there's that, and in fact, for some reason, the demand keeps dropping each time I buy out a mercenary. I mean, the demand stays the same, but the minimum price is lowering for some reason, thus decreasing the amount of demand there is. Which makes no sense, by the way, so I'm not sure what is happening right now. Whatever, it might just be some kind of bug that will probably be fixed. Alright, so those are the two units I certainly wanted. Now, what else do I want? Do I want Undead? The answer is, yeah, there are two of them, so I might as well buy both of them, and the reason why I like the Undead is because if they somehow get to the enemy lines, they're going to wreck through the enemy. I mean, you have seen Broken Lords use that against me very efficiently and effectively in my Voters playthrough, where they just annihilated my army one after the other with their ended spam. It was just awesome and horrible at the same time. I could not possibly break through them. I mean, yes, I was killing hundreds of Undead, but as soon as they got one attack through, bam, my entire army is gone. So, Undead are good if they can make to the enemy lines. I only have two of them, but you also have to remember that the enemy are Broken Lords, and Broken Lords typically don't have a very strong ranged army, so I expect those Undead to actually work out quite well for me. I have room for two more units, but I don't actually have any more dust. Now, do I want to sell something to buy out as many mercenaries as I can right now? Possibly, yeah. I kind of feel like I might as well buy out, sell all my titanium since I'm not really using it for anything, so let's just artificially increase the price of titanium by buying out 6 of it. Ah, that was not enough. My calculations were off. I thought that 6 is enough to bump it out to maximum demand, but that was not quite there. Still, the demand has increased by quite a bit, so now I will be able to sell 60 titanium for a much, much better price. So let's just go ahead and try and do this. 60, that sells for 112, that's good enough for me. Should it be enough for one more? That's not enough for a demon, ouch. Yeah, those are expensive beasties, aren't they? So what else can I possibly sell that I do not need? You have to keep in mind that I will want to make my city stand up and activate as many boosters as I can before I start my full-on war against everybody else. So I can only afford to sell something that I really don't need or have no way of accumulating enough of to actually make good use of it. At the same time, I have to sell something that I have a lot of already. I figure emeralds. I mean, emeralds, they only give you 5 happiness right now. They actually have been nerfed, if you can believe it or not. Sure, trade routes now work and whatnot, so emeralds are useful, but yeah, they have been nerfed. So it's kinda, you know, sad, to be all honesty. In all honesty, they're kinda like never useful, which is a shame, really. Either way, I'm going to go ahead and sell my emeralds, and that should be enough to buy out the demons. For luxuries, I'm just gonna buy 5 of them because I don't have too many emeralds anyway. I should have bought more. Should have bought 6 at the very least. Alright, let's sell what I have. Let's actually type it in so it takes less time at 230 something. And that is indeed enough for a demon. So let's buy him out like so. Buy him out. And alright, there's no more room in Sombrio. That's okay, I can make room. Let's just create this army. Bam. And then I'm just going to go ahead and buy out another demon. In fact, I just remembered that I can sell my units. And I know that's something I told you all the time to do, and that's what I was doing all the time as well. But all of a sudden I kind of forgot that it is a thing. So let's see, what units do I have that I can sell? There are 3 units right now. No, it's just 1. But I don't need this army anymore, do I? No, I don't. So those guys have a fair amount of health, so I don't want to sell them. I'm in fact going to reassign my hero to them. No, I cannot do it yet. But I can sell this army, and I will do this without shadow of a doubt. So first things first, I will want to match the armies to sell them all in a box. I can wait one more turn, I guess. And if that's the case, then... No, I don't want you to be... Okay, that's too late. So, one other thing I need to talk about is that when you activate the Privateer ability, it counts as using an army action. So, you cannot do anything else after activating or deactivating this ability. And did they seriously attack me? Well, thank you, I forgot about those guys. So, they could have settled right there, but they didn't. Anyway, as you can see, right now, activating this Privateers mode did cost those units an army, so an action point, so they were unable to do anything but move in this turn. Either way, let's go ahead and... I cannot merge those guys right now, that's a shame. Alright, that's fine. Let's go ahead and go back to this market. I can buy out another Demon or another Rambler. I'd rather buy a Rambler, but first things first, let's sell as many of those guys as I possibly can. So, you go like this, you join up with them. No, do I not have the tech? No, I don't. Right, I need 4 more turns. Alright, in this case, I'm just going to sell them all. Actually, before I do, what I am going to do is keep the healthy Kasai and sell the half Dervish, because you never know, maybe I will need this Kasai, and this Dervish, yeah, I'll just sell him. In fact, as you can see, for some reason, it now gives me more money, which makes no real sense, because I should get less money, since I'm selling a half that unit, instead of a full health unit, but whatever. Let's just sell them anyway, like so, nice and easy. And no, whatever. And now I can just go ahead and buy out the Rambler, like so, in summary. Yes, please, select, good. And now I have plenty of privateers in this city. New army, very well done. Let's go ahead and merge those. Oh yeah, I cannot merge those armies yet. Either way, let's start walking, because I need to oh wait. Before I do start walking, there's something very important, and I almost forgot about it. You can only turn your mercenaries into privateers when they are within your territory. So for example, right now this guy can be turned into a privateer, like so. Those guys cannot, because I'm not within my own region, which is something that you need to keep in mind at all costs. Alright, are you a privateer? No, you're not. You don't have the A icon. Then why do you let me make you join a privateer? Oh! I made him a privateer by making him join a privateer army. That's good. Didn't know that it's actually possible and doable. That's very nice. Alright, this scout, he's doing a very good job for me right now. I'm just going to go ahead and continue scouting along. Is that another city? No, that is not another city. I'll have to go on and see as much as I can see before, I don't know, winter arrives or something. You, dear sir, you're just going to... You know, I'll sell you as well. Whatever. I don't care about you, sorry. I lied pretending that I do care. I don't. I really don't. You might as well die. And those guys, yeah, you die as well. I don't need you anymore. In fact, what I do need is this hero going back to redeem this quest, because I do want that. And I just realized that it is indeed something I want. Now, one thing that you need to remember about is that privateers cannot perform any actions aside from attacking. They cannot negotiate with other tribes for you, they cannot explore ruins, they cannot do anything. They can only kill people and walk around to kill people. And they're doing a very good job at it, don't get me wrong, but if you want to do something else with any of your units, then yeah, you certainly do need to have an army that is not consisting of privateers. Alright. You keep an eye out on the enemy coming through. Yeah, that's good. Actually, there's a ruin I didn't discover yet, so I might as well do that right now. And it was empty, but still it was worth a try. Now, as you can see, I cannot in fact explore this ruin because I don't have the army action point. That's fine though, not a very big deal. You just sit here for the time being. Actually, you are already a privateer, so I can start moving along. And I'll do precisely that. So let's start moving with those two guys. Anything else I need to do? Yeah, just continue exploring. And this will be it. This will be swell. Now, unfortunately, something else I need to say is that I started recording this video guys very late. I was unable to record it earlier in the day, which means that unfortunately I'm going to have to end probably around here in fact. And oh, that's nice. They added... I never noticed. Believe me or not, I never noticed that with this patch they actually added the common class and faction thingy. Very nice, very nice. I do want you to be faster, yes. Actually, do I care? Not really. Actually, I might as well sell this guy right now. I'll keep him in case somebody declares war on me, but I will not use him anymore. Alright, you just say you certainly want to go ahead and try to get as close to mining authority as possible, because it's very good and useful and whatnot. Finish moving, and yeah, as I was saying, I unfortunately have to end right now. My apologies for this, but I'll try to make my next videocast longer and whatnot. You have to keep in mind, if you have not watched my channel update, that yeah, because of my trip to Korea, I'm very busy, but I'm trying to record at every moment I can just to, you know, accumulate enough videos so that they can be scheduled to go live when I'm not in Poland and I don't have access to my computer. Either way, right now, yeah. I don't know what yeah is. Either way, I hope you enjoyed what you have seen because there was not a lot of it, I am aware. But next time there should be a longer video cast, and I might actually go through a few turns off camera. Because right now what I want you to do is just move around. So it will be like 2 turns of moving those guys to this destination, and of course even more turns moving to this destination with my city. And in my cities I do nothing else. I'll just continue building up the borough streets, which I cannot even buy out. Oh right, I used all my money. Yeah, but I'll continue building the borough streets, and that's about it in all honesty. So that's what I'll do off camera. A few turns will pass, not too many though, so don't be afraid. I do not want to hide anything from you. So as soon as something magnificent happens, or as soon as any of my armies arrive at the destination, I'll resume recording. Until then, it was PANCZASU, and thank you for watching.